This bill is going to be tabled. It is going to be Kenya versus Sodom and Gomorrah, the other side.
Yeah.
Anybody who will rise to oppose will belong, and Kenyans will see them to Sodom and Gomorrah immediately. And as Kenyans will fight very hard, and I know we are more than the people of Sodom and Gomorrah sent in this parliament. I know we will succeed. So I appreciate what is happening. The bill has been drafted. We are now waiting for Parliament to move forward. But as we do that, we want to encourage our institutions to know that they exist for Kenya, not for foreign powers. Do you find it any coincidental that that determination by a majority of the bench members in the Supreme Court was handed down when the First Lady of the United States of America was arriving in Kenya? It's not a coincidence. Is it coincidental that then you see her giving us some 16 billion for hunger? This hunger of ours, which makes people think our moralities can be bought. Why don't we have measures to end it? And remember, imagine even if you are a child, the Supreme Court rightly says these things are criminal acts in Kenya. They're not just sins. But then the Supreme Court goes ahead and says that the association of these criminals still has to be registered. What are you talking about? What a contradiction. It's like telling convicts, murder convicts, you can register murderers association. What will stop terrorists from approaching the NGOs board to say we also want to be registered? It will stop rapists from saying we can now be registered. Yeah. We are going back to that Supreme Court, and I'm encouraged by the position taken by the churches. Yeah. Because people think you cannot appeal to the Supreme Court, but you can go back for a relook, review. And I take courage in the fact that only 3 judges of the Supreme Court decided so. Yeah. 2 dissented and 2 were not there. We are going back to that Supreme Court with the religious organizations, the churches and everybody, and we are going to request the Supreme Court in their full bench of 7 in number to review that position. And if they don't, then I want to remind the Supreme Court and our court system to begin reading where they derive their power from.
The people.
They are exercising the delegated power of the people of Kenya, not some perverts or their external funders. We may not even end at disbanding that Supreme Court, but we can have a law, because the Constitution also says nobody, no authority, including the Supreme Court, has the power to make any provision with the force of law.